How's it going? David from Comic Book Investments. And what can I say? I was right. Yet again. I was right. Yes, hopefully you guys listened. Now I'm just kind of joking. I'm wrong all the time. But in this case, I was right. So if I am right, I will let you guys know. Doesn't happen often, but when it does, you know. But anyways, what am I talking about? So if you guys don't know, I predicted this, I don't know, since I started my channel. So my channel's been about a year and a half old, and I've been buying up Super Mario Brothers number ones, tons of them, and I predicted that they will eventually come out with a movie, and they did. Well, the movie's not out yet, but it has starring Chris Pratt as Mario. It's a CGI movie, and I also told people, I was like, start buying up Nintendo comic books, because I have a feeling that the only logical route for Nintendo to go is to make a cinematic universe of their own, and they are now doing that. Nintendo announces a movie studio plans on adapting more games. Yep, they bought up a movie studio, I believe. Let's see, I think it's somewhere around here. Yeah, so they affirmed that the company name Dynamo Pictures is expected to be changed to Nintendo Pictures. So they bought up a studio, which makes sense. Like, why start one from the ground up when you can buy one and everything's already in place? The company plans to acquire Dynamo Pictures. Let's see. Dynamo Pictures works on several notable games, films of the year: Ghost in the Shell, Earwig and the Witch, I don't know, Death Stranding, Resident Evil. These are all video games working on PlayStation. Let's see. Soon to be Nintendo Donuts that specifies Dynamo Pictures. Soon to be Nintendo Pictures. So they're changing the name, obviously. Nintendo appears to capitalize on growing video game adaptations. Something is dipped in toes. Its most notable adaptation was Detective Pikachu, which had some success with Ryan Reynolds. If we go up to Box Office Mojo, let's see. Detective Pikachu. Okay, here we are. Let's see how this movie did money-wise. Okay, budget 150 million, made 433. So that's quite a lot, right? You know, almost 3 times in your money. How is the Sonic's movie? I know Sonic's not Nintendo, but this, so they can see 85, okay, so a little over 3 times your money. This budget doesn't say, but it's probably around the same, so probably like 3 times your money. So yes, so they're making a Nintendo verse, and I called this. I said, start buying up Nintendo comic books. You know, you got your expect Zelda, maybe a Metroid. It looks like it's gonna be more CGI, and according to the comic book company, acquired a CGI animation company. So it might just be more like kid type stuff, but hopefully they branch out and do live action. Like, you know, I think Metroid would be a good live action movie. So expect that kind of stuff. You're going to get a lot more of this stuff. And this also bodes well to the Mario movie, because let's face it, the Mario movie's done. They might have like a little bit of tweaking to do on the movie, because I think it comes out this Christmas, I think. I can't remember. And so they obviously watched it. They think it's good. They think it's going to be a hit. They wouldn't buy a whole studio if their first, well, they had Detective Pikachu, and then they had, you know, this Mario movie. If this Mario movie was a dud and they watched it, they're like, oh, no. But they think it's good. So they're buying a whole studio, making whole plans. I called this a long time ago. It's the most logical choice. But again, I'm wrong on a lot of stuff. So, I mean, I can't remember, you know, a lot of my spec books are like, you know, shot in the darks. This one I was pretty confident. I think I put Mario 1 at like my number 1 at one point. And, you know, I think I put Legend of Zelda on there at some point. So this is, you know, it just makes, to me, it just makes the most sense. Like, why not? Like, Nintendo wants to get their name and their brand out there as much as possible. They built their own theme park in Japan, and now I think they have one in California, I think, or their plans on building one. So this makes the most logical step, and expect more stuff like this. Then if these do well, expect them to start making couple TV shows like Mario Adventures, and then if those do well, expect them to have a streaming service. Like they'll either, I know they're working with Universal for their theme park, so they might be in with Universal for like streaming type stuff. So I mean, I could easily see them having like a Nintendo like streaming service that you end up paying $5 a month for. You get video game news, you get cartoons, movies, all that kind of stuff. It's just another revenue stream. So once again, buy up those Nintendo-based comics. I still think there's room on Mario #1, but you're going to have to be looking deeper because that's already been announced and it's already out. And so I don't believe there's too much room left on those if you bought one today and, tried to, sell it in like 3 to 6 months, 9 months, around that time when the trailer drops and the movie's about to come out. I don't think there's too much room there, meat on the bone, unless you always, if you get a good deal, like you make money when you get a good deal to begin with. That's where you make the money. When you if there's like an auction or something like that and one goes cheap, and I've showed many videos where books go cheap in auctions, or someone has one that's buy it now and they're willing to let it go, and they don't know maybe the news, or they don't care, they don't want to wait, they want the money now. So, but you're gonna have to look deeper. Your Legends of Zeldas, your Metroids, go with the big IPs first, because Nintendo's not gonna go with some random low-level IP to make their next movies. They're gonna go with their biggest names because it just makes most sense. Why invest a bunch of money into like kind of unknowns? So they'll go for their Metroid, Zelda. Expect a Zelda. Zelda's probably going to be very soon. Metroid is a little more niche, so maybe not so much. But yeah. So look for those. That's what I would suggest. All right. Have a good day.